All right, Shalom. For the first, we'll give our praise, honor, and glory to you. How about me outside? The honor to the apostle and elder, great millstone, to what I come across the globe, preaching the word of sincerity. I want to say Shalom. So I died now from the great millstone campus, Chicago, with a lesson, man, And I just want to say this, is that if you're out in the highways and the byways, you can receive this word, you're teaching and you're doing the work, you're not an Edomite, right? You're not a heathen, all right? The scripture will not allow Esau to understand these scriptures, man. All right, let's get this. None of the wicked shall understand. Daniel 12:10 said, "Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand." And the scriptures, and that's plain, right? The Lord's not going to give the wicked understanding, man. All right? Like Esau knows many things. He can tell you how fast a hummingbird beats his wings. He can tell you how long a whale can sleep before it submerges for air. It can tell you a lot of things, all right? That doesn't mean that Esau is that he understands the prophecies or the secrets of the scriptures, man. The spiritual aspect of the scriptures. All right, we can't be caught up, or we shouldn't allow Satan to enter into our mind and corrupt it, knowing that you know that this is the truth. Okay? The truth is about faith. It's about being assured. All right? If you've been called to the truth and you've been around for years and you're fighting, you're battling, and you're doing the work, then, the chances and likelihood of you being a heathen are slim to none. All right? You understand the mark of the beast. You understand who the Gentiles are. You understand that Israel is scattered. You understand that Israel is going to take on heathen customs. All right? But that doesn't mean that you're a fucking heathen, man. All right? You understand that the Lord has put a heavy curse upon us, man. Okay? And part of that curse, is us being in the flesh and battling our mind. Okay? And I'd like to share an intimate moment that I had with Apostle Ramlot, and I forget what brothers was around, but he had battled many years. I said many years, but he had battled within himself that he was a heathen. I remember this because he had stood in between the houses of St. Benji and Elder Uriah, Elder St. Benji and Elder Uriah. All right, I think the first time he came here, he said he would go to the park, whatever park, I don't know what park he's talking about, whatever, and he would go there and he would listen to tapes and stuff, and he had talked about how he thought that he was a heathen. All right, but look at him now. All right, you got to rebuke these demons that are coming into your head to try to persuade you that you're not a man of the Lord, that you're not an Israelite. All right? Okay? The fact that you could go out there and teach and break down these scriptures and bring forth fruit, all right, is proof enough for me through the Spirit that you're an Israelite. Okay? It said, "Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. But the wise shall understand." You got to take it, you got to think about certain things and be like, what are your attributes? You see, you're calling on the name, you're doing the work, you're out on the highways and the byways. We don't want to be doubting the Spirit to the point to where we don't believe that we're Israelites, man. All right? Now, fellas, get this real quick. Um, in Romans 14, I'm gonna start at 20. I'm gonna just get to the point 14 and 23. And he that doubteth is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. For whatsoever is not of faith is a sin. Is sin. All right. Now, if you're reading these scriptures and you're doing lessons, you go out there on the highways and byways and teaching and eating of the word of Yahweh outside, teaching the word directly and correctly, rightfully dividing the word of truth. All right, if you don't believe that you're in the right spirit or doing the work or believe the Lord is dealing with you, then your religion is in vain. You see? Because if you're doubting when you're out there teaching about your identity, about your heritage and nationality, then your ass is going off, man. You see? You can't eat the fruit or eat the body of the Lord and say, I'm a heathen. You see? What happened to Peter when the Lord called him when the Lord bid him to walk upon the water, man? When the winds blew and began to sink, right? He started getting nervous and he doubted the Lord. That's why he began to sink. See, once you doubt the Lord, things are not going to go well for you, man. All right? So if you're eating the body of Yahweh Shai, you got to eat it in faith, man. If you don't do it in faith, then your ass is going off, man. Okay? Jeremiah 17 and 9, it says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? All right? So your mind, see, that's how Satan gets you to waver and to go back and forth, is because you're not fully persuaded nor convinced that this is the truth, that you're an Israelite. So that little bit of doubt is the only room that Satan needs to go in your mind and to try to use that doubt against you to have you follow the truth. Now, let's get this, because the brother brought it out. In Luke 22 and 31, the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. All right? So whatever seed Satan could plant in you, all right, he's gonna want to nurture that seed and to bring it up to a full ability, all right, to have you thinking that you're not an Israelite, man. And that alone will have you bugged out. Now, I'm going to tell you a little thing about Adayanawa. All right, my last name, or I'm going to put it like this. My grandfather, on my, of course, on my dad's side, came from Greece. My last name is a Grecian last name. And I have gone back and I've, so-called traced my family tree, so to speak. And my great-grandfather was, he looked like Natazaki, He did. He looked like a straight-up Edomite, man. From Greece, okay? But guess what? I'm fully persuaded and I believe that I know that I'm an Israelite, man, just through the Spirit. All right? No Edomite is going to be in the camp of the Lord's elect or men of the Lord, and you're not being sought out or being part of this body, man. It's not going to happen. Okay? But I pray for thee that our faith fail not, and with our art converted, strengthen our brethren. How are you going to strengthen your brethren when you yourself doubt that you're an Israelite? You see? Okay? Let's get this, because it's talking about a malicious soul. The Wisdom of Solomon 1:4 says, "For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is settled unto sin." All right? And part of his wisdom is knowing that you're an Israelite. Part of his wisdom is knowing the name of Yahweh Shemi Shai. Part of the wisdom is knowing how to break down the charagma, the mark of the beast. Part of his wisdom is proving who Esau is. Part of his wisdom is going out on the highways and byways, fulfilling his prophecy and knowing that us, the Israelites, the elect, Lord willing, all right, are the only ones ordained to do these such works. All right? If you are a heathen, you will not have this wisdom of how to maneuver through your day and how to deal with heathens, how to put these precepts together, how to put these lessons together and let them be edifying. You see? Because if you were a heathen, you wouldn't have the spirit to go out there and teach on the highways and the byways, man. You wouldn't take to heart the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay? So let's not our mind, our thoughts, Satan creep in, all right, and deter us from our salvation, man. All right? This is a job, as a roaring lion. Let's get that. Roaring. This 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. All right? So the Lord is looking for weak-minded men. He's looking for soft spots in the armor. Okay? It's our job to understand his job. You see? Satan will have you thinking that you're homosexual. Satan will have you thinking that you're not a man of the Lord. All right? We got to combat that. That's why Ephesians talk about putting on the whole armor of Yahweh Shemi Shai, man. To protect yourself against the wiles of Satan, man. All right? You know, so don't let your heart, your mind deceive you just because you can't dance or you ain't got a large cucumber, so to speak, or a Pringles can, in the words of Elder Malcolm and Murph. You see, I can't dance worth a lick. All right, I've had plenty of. I'm just, you know, you can't satisfy every woman. Let's put it like that. All right, you're not gonna be able to jump high and run fast. All right, you're not gonna be able to, to be extraordinary, so to speak, as other Jakes, man. But it's not about that. It's about the Spirit and receiving the Spirit or having the Spirit of our Lord upon us, man. You see? You know, so just, we got to fight that, man. We got to fight that spirit And we got to fight Satan, man. All right, with that, I'm going to say Shalom and a Baba Bar.